when hypnosis is not enough. Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Jo Wallstrom. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist through ACHE. I'm also an addiction recovery mental health nutrition coach, specializing in amino acids and holistic life counseling. What do I mean about when hypnosis is not enough? When I first became a hypnotherapist 10 years ago, I had such great success, and I'd have those few that I'd work with them, and then they come back and it was like I hadn't done anything. And yet they had the desire to make changes. So I'd work with them again, and then they come back the next week, and I said it was like 51st dates, because I thought, what is making it difficult for them to actually have the work solidify? At the same time, I was struggling with a daughter who was into a heavy addiction. And she'd get in trouble, and, she'd get in jail, I'd get out of jail, get in jail, get out of jail. And I kept thinking, what is it about the brain I don't understand? Why can't she not just stay away from drugs and alcohol? That's when I started learning more about the brain. What I learned about is these really cool chemicals. They're called neurotransmitters: dopamine, serotonin, GABA, endorphins. They're your happy, calm, feel good chemicals. And when they're firing, they're amazing. And yes, we work with them in hypnosis. The challenge is when the brain has become depleted of these really cool, happy, calm, feel good chemicals, then the brain can create these negative feelings, negative emotions, feelings of anxiety, depression, worry, stress, lack of energy, lack of sleep. And when the brain feels this, the brain takes you hostage and wants to feel better. So it turns to sugar, starches, caffeine, drugs, alcohol, behaviors, gaming, gambling, pornography, all to feel the homeostasis. When I learned this, it was like the light bulb came on, and I thought, this is what's missing in some of these people, because their brain isn't firing what they need, and so it makes it very difficult for the amazing hypnosis to stick, because the brain is depleted. When you feed the brain what the brain is missing, specific amino acids that help feed the brain, then what happens is it helps to balance the brain, raise those chemicals in the brain. By feeding the body nutrition, it also helps because there's a connection between the brain and body when it comes to mental health. And adding hypnotherapy is like the optimal trifecta. It's like a three-legged stool. When all three legs of the stool are standing, that's when you create optimal health. So you feed the brain, fuel the body, and free the emotions. Brain through specific amino acids, body through nutrition, and free the emotions through hypnotherapy. And that's what I want to teach, because I've seen miracles. It creates that optimal health, because now the brain is being fed, and it makes the hypnosis work even more effectively. Why? Life matters. Your life matters. Keep smiling. Make it a great day. Mwah. Bye.